Hello guys, we're gonna get started in a minute here. Just gonna share the link here. I'm getting going here. All right. Okay, all right. We're gonna get started here. We're gonna start it here. All right. All right. Now we're in June here. Let's get going with this one. Try to be as quick because this game does have the loading times can add up a little bit, especially when we do a month of this. So I'm gonna try to keep it evenly paced. Even, yeah. Hi Juan, how you doing? Starting with an episode of World Life. I'm doing good.
An exciting moment here
Yeah,
tonight.
it's
Finally we will settle some
that's the thing. I love creating guys in this game, but I don't think I create YWA guys in the 2K23. Like if I get 2K23
the top of the mountain, or if you perish
at a reasonable time,
your dream.
like in a year, I don't think I could do the Fire Pro. I might skip that one for doing YWA stuff. I might just do other things with it because as much as I love creating the YWA guys, like it takes a minute to get to create guys in there. Oh, playing against Cactus, nice. Yeah, it's weird because oh, I thought I was going against Cactus. That's weird. You know, it's weird because on one hand, you know, you can do so much in this game with YWA stuff. You could create arenas, you know, the shows, you could get detailed belts and entrances, like yeah. and that's why I like doing like the challenges here, because I think it's a good way to like come up with creative guys to use in YWA. But I think having like Fistforge and Rico, but I think I don't know, like because here's the thing, TWN stuff you can only do that in Fire Pro. You can't do that in any other game. There's just not the space for it. But YWA stuff you could do in other games technically. You would just have to maneuver through. It's just I don't know if these games I always thought these games could be a good like alternate YWA source to Fire Pro, but again like the AI, like I don't know if the AI is good enough to do that kind of stuff. Because this game, it gives you the character and the storylines that Fire Pro doesn't, but when shit comes to shit, and you wanna like just watch a match. Oh, look at that!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring.
Uh oh, Bam Bam!
Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Weighing in.
Shit, Bam Bam snuck up on me.
Got him up. And the referee is motioning for these superstars to get into the ring where this match belongs. I'm not sure there's any reason.
Oh, I'm gonna hit him with that fucking belt for that shit. Oh, shit. Get up, buddy, get up. Man, fucking Bam Bam's just... I will say, doing this is a lot more challenging than YWA, because with the YW guys, everyone's default overall is like, 75 for the most part, but in this, the created guy side down with computer, the overalls can vary greatly, so I can legit be challenged here. Alright, come here, I'm gonna fucking bang you with the shit here.
Oh, that'll
Shit.
turn your skin red.
I should have set him up a little bit.
Start counting, Saxton. 1, 2, 3. We could be here all
Yeah, I think I'll just get in the ring. Let's get this thing going. I was gonna try to hit him with that belt. Trying to destroy, yeah, exactly.
to the midsection.
It's weird because we put Fistforge on power style, but he ended up being more of a technical wrestler more than anything.
The sound of this crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more.
Reversal. Can they go on the attack? Vicious headbutt.
Really just laying it in. He's able to sidestep there.
Because here's the thing, you could do YWA stuff in like you could go as far back as SmackDown versus Raw 06 to do YWA stuff. You could go that far with those games with that. It just depends on the AI and how much you want to invest in that. Because when it comes to watching a CPU play the match, like, I don't think any game matches the Fire Pro series.
Trying to get things in order and finally getting this match underway.
Good luck. They're definitely not thinking about the match right now.
Oh, wow. Because the thing with this one is that it does do storyline elements, so it does try to give your characters life. Wow, I think it's just a storyline advancement more than anything. Because the way I feel about it is that... Because the reason why I did the YWA thing in, for the Superstar Challenge, the reason why is because I wanted to see, how much the mode does storyline elements. Because I wanted to see our YWA guys, be put in a thing where you see them act out, wrestling story arcs. And, I don't know. I think it does it decent enough, but... I don't know. I almost feel like I don't know if you could do it as a challenge. I think doing it as a universe, you might get more of that fill. But man, it's tough to say. I kind of think that, like, at the end of the day, Fire Pro's the way to go with that kind of stuff. I was just hoping to, like, I don't know. Because, like, this shit, like, all this extra stuff, yeah. Hi, I'm a cop. How you doing?
We just got official word. Tonight's show is sold out.
I think what really also kind of hurts, like,
chit-chat, gentlemen. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, I think it was just like, because here's the thing, like, I was supposed to, it looked like I was facing Cactus Jack at first, and then Bam Bam was in the loading screen, so I think Bam Bam was trying to pick a fight with me, and everything was just thrown out because Bam Bam was just causing so much fuckery. Maybe I'll actually get a match this time here. I'm going against Ron here. And it's actually Ron. Well, that's the thing, too, because the prior one to this, outside of 2K20, 2K19, it had a promo feature where you can do promos, and they cut that out for this. Because while the promo thing was interesting and added, it wasn't really good. Yeah, he wasn't fruit till the WWF. But yeah, I still love this game. I think it's a really, really good game. But I think what holds this game back overall, and it's held a lot of the prior games back too in the series, is the storage. Like, 100 for wrestler slots is definitely not enough anymore, in my opinion. Like, even if they boosted up to 150, that'd be plenty. Because I was able to squeeze, in 2K19 it had 100, and I was able to squeeze, like pretty much as many of the big guns from, like, WCW, ECW, and WWF as I could. I mean, I had to sacrifice, like, some created stuff to get them in. So, it really comes down to, you have to kind of, low-key, kind of have to pick whether you want to just go full creation, or if you want more real guys. And you're kind of stuck with that choice, and you shouldn't have to be. You should be able to do both reasonably well.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 270 pounds.
I'll let this play out because we were empty last time with Bam Bam.
World Heavyweight Champion, Big Hand.
It's all about showing off for this superstar. They are fearless and want everyone to know. You say fearless, I say insane. Let's just call the whole thing off.
But yeah, that's kind of the thing with this game, is that both this and, because Fire Pro isn't perfect either. It definitely has elements that I think they could have done more of that they didn't. But the key areas that needed the work had it, and the areas that you could afford to kind of minimalize, they did. And that's the best way to put it. This game, I feel like there are times where it does prioritize some things where I wish it didn't. Like, here's the thing, like, WWE at this point has so much in, like, in its backlog of wrestling history and stuff, and they give you this chance to do sandbox, but storage-wise, you have barely anything to work with. And what helped 2K19 too was that the roster of it was fucking massive. In this game it was small, but understandably so, because they were kind of starting over fresh. So I got that. 10 count? Yeah, that would have been interesting. You can edit the refs to do their counts, outside counts quicker, so it feels more like a 10 count. That's really the best you could do with that. The one thing I wish was added to Fire Pro, because I could even live without, like, a Royal Rumble option. I could live with that, but biggest thing I wish they did was not have belts be exclusive to match types. I wish you were able to make a belt that you could use at all match types, because it would have made things so much easier. Yeah, and that's the thing too, some of the Fire Pro games, it's kind of interesting to see which ones had, like, certain things that the other ones didn't, because the Fire Throw games, I mean, there was one guy who did a very good job of covering the series in a three-parter, but I don't think anyone's really was able to sit down and review all of them inch by inch straight through, mostly because like 90% of them are Japanese exclusives, and that can be tough to like get going for some of them. Yeah, you know, that is true too. Like, there's definitely ways to make... That's a great thing. That's a great thing about the game, is for as much greatness it is, there are still things they could do in there. That's why some people prefer getting the Steam pack, because you can do... Because there are mods available that you could like do to get some of that stuff. I have both versions of it, but I tried getting the mod pack going on it, but I failed. I followed stuff and everything, and I just couldn't figure it out. It's still solid on Steam for sure. And other benefits to the Steam version too is that memory like limitations are much more generous.
Back elbow. Sent right out of the ring.
Those mods for... Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, like, I don't even need a ton of stuff changed in the game. I just want to be able to, like, do some, like, just do some stuff without having to, like, edit around shit. Just some little things. Like, the belt thing, for example, is a huge one for me. Like, but, of course, if they added, like, a Royal Rumble option. But that's the thing with the game, too, is a lot of people don't realize... Man, Ron Simmons is...
Oh my God, pile driver.
Is that it was built with Japanese-style wrestling in mind, because it was made in Japan. So a lot of the Americanisms that in wrestling that we're used to isn't really in that game, because it wasn't a they weren't a thing in Japan, like Royal Rumbles and table, ladders, chair matches and stuff. But you get other stuff with that too, though.
Timing with that reversal.
Like, you got the death matches and stuff, so there are positives to it, despite everything.
Stomping down, he takes control. Lariat. This superstar building incredible momentum. Oh, I mean, this is and had something going but can't finish the job.
Yeah, exactly.
Looking to apply pressure. Submission locked in.
But that's the thing too, because despite the passion of the creators, like the studio that was allowing them to make that game had zero interest in the franchise at all. So they kind of were operating on less time. Like they're
Brought down with a snapmare. Oh, what a kick! He manages to escape it. Drops the elbow. Moved at the right time. Definitely not where you want to be right now. Just carried like a ragdoll here.
I need to get my signature going.
Counters. Got flipped upside down there. Oh, look at this. Is it enough, guys? Is it enough to get back in this match? Wow. So far, so good. Perfect kick. He was elusive there. Clothesline.
Yeah.
He switches it back around. Escape just in time. He's starting to struggle here. Okay, consider that a harsh lesson. Big boot! Incredible. Oh, boy, he's stalking him. Watching for it open. Oh, here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming.
Shit, the rope broke it up.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, back suplex.
Yeah, exactly. Like this. Yeah.
Oh, kick connects.
Can't break the ropes. He's dead.
Big boot. Incredible. He finds an opening.
Ah, shit.
The adrenaline is pumping.
Not allowing that to go on any longer.
Yeah, it was a solid chain. Another thing people criticize about this game compared to 2K19 is that in this game they cut out chain grappling. And to be honest, I was okay with it. I never really cared for chain grappling in 2K19 because it felt such like a pain in the ass to try to keep in mind for editing. I always had a hard time getting it going, and to be honest, not every wrestler needs the ability to chain grapple. It just felt like overkill.
Tables. Series of reversals. Sidewalk slam. Almost drove him through the ring.
He's got to know he's in harm's way here.
Here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming. Over the pin.
There we go.
Such a long and hard-fought match. He earned that victory.
But yeah, I think for this game, what I would improve is that for Superstar mode, I want more like, give more My Rise-like options in it. Oh, that's cool, Juan. That's good. That's cool. But yeah, I would for Superstar mode, if I was gonna change anything, I would add more My Rise options. I would have the ability to have your guy interact more with the other players. Because here's the thing too, there's some, like, for example, Here Comes the Pain. Like, if you really wanted to, you could create a bunch of guys and insert them and replace them with the guys in the season mode, and you can kind of run your thing with those guys. I don't know, I haven't done it before, I don't know how well it would work, but it is possible. But like this game, I feel like I wish this. I think the biggest thing is I wish the game did more with the sandbox elements. I think it could do more, and plus I kind of wish it was kinder to like doing wrestling stuff that isn't strictly WWE driven. I know it's a WWE game, but if you're gonna advertise itself as a sandbox and allow options to do other stuff besides WWE, then you really should let it go, be able to go all the way with it, in my opinion. But I do like this game a lot. I think for the roster, what it is, I think it has a solid roster. I love the gameplay. The gameplay is solid to me. And I do think the AI isn't bad either in this game. I don't believe so, but watching a CPU match, I don't know how captivating it would be compared to Fire Pro. I reviewed the game once on a channel, but I played it a ton off screen. I love Wrestling Empire. I think that's a solid game. Man, I wish I could stream it on a channel, but it's only on Switch and Steam. I have the Switch version. I wish I had the tech to. I wish I had the tech to stream it. That's something I might have to mess around with once I do. I do love that game. It's not perfect. There are elements that I think could be a little polished up a little bit, and especially, it's a great sandbox game individually. Like, if you're just focusing on doing your own thing with your own guy and nothing else, it's perfect. But if you want to do something with a lot more massive control, like it doesn't quite hit that sweet mark, but it's still a great game. I love it. And it's a one-man team. He does an excellent job of it. Like, because it doesn't have the thing where it's like Fire Pro and Universe mode where you have legit control of everything. That game, you don't really have control. There's not really a mode or anything where you have legit control of anything. Even in the booking mode, when you're the booker, you don't have control of everything. So I think if anything, I think that one option's one that should probably be added at some point. Well, I do have a capture card. I got one for Christmas. I'm trying to get it to work for my new computer because I got a new one in my consoles because I want to be able to start recording Another one against Ron Simmons. Interesting. I want to be able to start recording through like my computer and stuff so that the quality gets an upgrade. Because while recording the shit through the phone works decent enough and it's doable, I do want to make the next step eventually. I just haven't been able to just because of money, and I didn't want to just stop doing videos just because I didn't have it, because that'd be kind of ridiculous too. So, but yeah, it's kind of a work in progress thing. But once I get the hang of that, I'll be doing more. Not to say that I'll never do phone recordings again, because I think there might be certain games or consoles that just don't work well with it. So it's not like it'd be something that'd be 100% gone, but I would like to move to a majority, like at minimum recording through the capture card, if not streaming through the capture card. I even tried OBS for recording one time on my computer. And it was a different computer, but it was still a good computer, and I couldn't get it to work. I even followed a tutorial and everything. Skip through some of this stuff. You're already seeing all this. But yeah, that is a big goal of mine, is to be able to do it, but it takes time. And when you don't do YouTube for a living, you know, you kind of have to measure what you want to spend your time on in terms of like certain things. Like, do you want to spend like 5 hours messing around with a capture card, or do you want to record videos?
He himself has garnered a lot of experience, and
you know,
knows in this business you're either stepping up or being stepped on. Ooh, treading all over their opponent, avoiding contact. What a clothesline! Ouch! Oh man, a little extra luster behind that kick. Can't quite get him there. Reversal on top of reversal. Out of the way in time. Textbook scoop.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get a rivalry started between the two of us.
So clutch. There it is. It's locked in. Smart maneuver.
Man, I'm surprised we haven't seen DPS caught one of these yet. I know he'd love the shit out of this.
Able to avoid any harm there.
He gets back into the ring.
He saw that one coming. There was some power behind that punch.
Whatever's playing here can't be good. And he goes for the pin.
Oh yeah, because rivalries in this game, they can be stretched for like months, almost the whole year even. So you can end up fighting the same guy over and over again. Which it's not like I necessarily mind that, but I don't see why I couldn't have multiple rivalries going on at once. And the other thing too is, the other thing I want to change is that they kind of have this thing where guys in tag teams can't be in other belt divisions, and I think they should be allowed to, because even in SmackDown 2 on PS1, tag team guys can be in other divisions outside of the tag division.
Either way. Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
Yeah.
Brought in the hard way.
And just a high proficiency of attacks from him now.
Just producing an onslaught.
Set up in the corner of the ring.
Oh shit.
He moved, but can he capitalize? What a gourd buster.
He's got the answer for that one.
Also, on a side note, I will say, like, the 2K19, like, My Rise story mode and all that, that's probably one of the better story modes I've played, like, created player story modes I've played in a wrestling game. Like, it was just done super well, which says something, which really says something. And I think the My Rise in this game's solid too, but it's definitely more open world, which is a good thing, but there's not much of story stuff going on in a universal manner. But the one in 2K19 I really got into.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Even after you complete this stuff, you can still keep going with shit and whatever. It's not perfect, but you can still do shit, which is cool.
He went right into that turnbuckle.
Finally going for that superflex.
Up on the top rope.
Hazardous part of town for these two competitors.
This could go south in a hurry. Here we go.
Superplex. That kind of move makes a statement. Pin. 1, 2. He stays on.
Oh, freaking hell.
Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing.
All right.
Everything possible was done to win there, but it just fell short. Here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming.
He's got his best opportunity right.
But I will say this, they did improve the star system in this game, because in 2K19, the star system was only built specifically around your guy, so the match was more evaluated on your performance as opposed to quality of match. But in this game,
This has been building for a long time.
in this game, it does take oh, there's Bam Bam. It does take like performance like highlights from the other guy as well. So the number of stars reflects both guys for the most part better. In this I think it's called a suplex pile driver. In Fire Pro, oh, Brawlin. In Fire Pro, I just call it the Atlas driver, although I have considered calling it something else. I just called it Atlas driver just because I didn't want to think too hard at the moment. You can't really rename moves in this game. You just kind of get what you get, and you just kind of name it yourself. Yeah. It's kind of cool to have a lot of stuff going on with. But also, that's the other thing too, why I wanted to do the YWA challenge, and I wanted to see our guys engage in like live story stuff. You know, because in Fire Pro, Fire Pro isn't strong in the story department. It's definitely more of a wrestling sim. So the story stuff we kind of do on our own, which is perfectly great. I mean, we've done a lot of cool shit with that. But I wanted to see what would it be like to see our guys like actually like, you know, see it happen like as a CPU thing. Which so far looks solid, but I will say it would probably be easier to see it through a universe mode perspective as opposed to a singular wrestler perspective. But that'd be a big project to do it as a universe style though. I will say that. We'd almost have to It'd definitely be a switch, but a big hesitation with that though is these games are yearly, and to invest that much time in a game that comes out once a year, it's too much. I wish they gave you an option where you could download models from older games into this, like if I could upload my YWA guys and download them on 2K23, that'd be great. I think I would love to see that, because it would save so much time, and I'd be able to do more with the game instead of spend so much time creating guys. I also will say too, I find it a lot easier to create guys in Fire Pro than this game, which says something there, because some people because Fire Pro you can get insanely in depth. But I think the big difference too with Fire Pro is that there's like no loading times in anything at all. In this game there is. Oh, more Ron Simmons action. Well, that's the thing too, like, outside of this, you wouldn't know who you're rivaling with. Like, the superstar modes, like, like information stuff is very bare minimum. Like you almost have to switch to the classic universe mode to see all the information. You really shouldn't have to do that. You should be able to see it through your superstar mode thing. That's kind of the big thing there. Although I do love that they did that though.
What are you expecting from this superstar tonight, guys?
Well, he did say earlier that he's going to attack his opponent with a renewed hostility that we've never seen before.
Yeah, he also said he's going to make the competition beg for mercy. Yeah, but he's staring at someone who's shown a lot of hustle to be in this spot. Whether he's studying tape or spending extra time at the PC, he expected this challenge and is ready for it.
Backdrop suplex. Just another insane display of power. Kick right to the body.
In the corner he goes, a perfectly placed target. Alley-oop.
Stiff kick. Trampling the opposition.
Punch right in the head.
I don't know if it quite works like that. Like it does give more credit to the opponent, but I don't think it goes that far. I think like 60% of it is still your guy. I don't know if it's quite 50-50, but it is more balanced out than in 2K19. I will say that much. But I think it's to a point where you could measure a match quality with the stars. I think it is to that point.
Oh, look at a torture their opponent. Oh, this isn't going to be good. Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't got to a point where I could make like a match a 90 by playing it. I don't really play. Like, I used to play it a lot more, but I'm kind of at a point where I'm just kind of more sinning right now. Although, I would, every once in a while, if I get a hunger for it, I will mess around with, like, the heavyweight mode, because I still got branches to do of that.
Nice sharp back. This superstar building incredible momentum.
So sometimes I may go through that.
The superstar's doing it. Down and out moments ago. Back in it now. And a kick. Tossed by the neck. Up high. And, oh, look at the well-placed elbow right on the mark.
He avoids the damage.
Frick. Yeah.
Shoulders down. Off the pin at 2.
I am in shock. What's it going to take to keep
Mods
this guy
break
down?
career mode. Yeah, that's the thing too. That's why I'm hesitant on mods, because as much as people praise the mods, I mean, you have to manage them a ton, and I just don't have the energy for that. Like, it has to be to a point where I can just download it, click a couple clicks, and just be good. Like, it has to be so user-friendly. Like, it has to be almost like the actual game. That's why I think mods need to go to at this point, in order to be seen as, like, big. Because the average Joe isn't gonna, like, take, like, 30 hours to get a mod going. Don't play career, please. Oh my god. Yeah, that's kinda, man. I mean, oh, sweet, he countered my finisher. Shit. Now he has it.
And he kicks out of the pin and 1.
Still in it.
What a gutsy performance.
That guy really...
Reversal. Can he take advantage?
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
The close of this match is just ahead. These are dire straits for him. He needs to be extra cautious now.
Ooh, sharp kick.
Oh, here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming. This one is done. There's two.
There you go.
Exhausting match, but a victory he'll savor forever.
It's like R1 and O, R1 and X, like R1 with one of the buttons.
Quite a bit of cause for celebration after a match like that.
Yeah, it does take a minute to get the hang of everything, but 2K19 had a lot more complex stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I legit love the Rey Mysterio mode in this game, because that mode did an excellent job of teaching you all the ways to do the moves. He was the perfect guy to do that, because if it wasn't for that mode, I would never learn how to do springboards or get people up to do moves. It was so good in that. Like, definitely a great showcase mode for sure. And it wasn't too long either. It was just the right length and just the right amount of challenge, too. Yeah, exactly. I also, I do plan on streaming again tonight. I believe, Beast Slayer plans on doing a CEW pay-per-view, but I haven't seen his booking yet, so we'll have to see. If he decides to delay it, I'll probably do one of the TWN shows that was for week 2 that was booked ahead. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. You unlock a lot of stuff in that mode too. Stream. I mean, you can rename it if you want. I mean, you only done one episode, so I'll probably go back to the old one and rename it Stream, and just make a note in the about thing like there was a name change. I mean, it's up to you how you want to do it. Although I will say, like, if you do a few with Stream and want to change it again, it'll definitely be a thing there. But well, not really. I mean, you can. Yeah, it's not a big deal. I mean, but yeah, at some point you do have to draw a line, because if you're changing your name, if promotions change their names every, I mean, I wouldn't bother if you already done 10 rivers, but you only done like one, you know. I done one. I just do it for sake of consistency. It'd be one thing if you did like a bunch of them. If you did a bunch of them, I just would leave it as is and you just evolve the show. But after one showcase, I just change it. You know? It just makes things easier in the long run. I mean, I could literally do it on my phone in like a minute. Keep on losing forever. Yeah, I will say though, Ron has put up a lot of fight. It hasn't been a cakewalk. Okay. Main event. I will say though, I think after this season going forward, if guys want to change the names of their shows, they'll have to do it in between seasons. This season is fine to do it during because we're just starting it, so doing those kind of updates and tweaks isn't a big deal at all. But but after this season, we'll probably save it for in between. But this season it's fine because it's kind of the test season, quote unquote, because the format's so different than what we've done before.
The following...
I'm kind of low-key surprised how easy we are breezing through this. I mean, we're kind of in week 3, and we're not even at the hour mark. Yeah, it was a community creation. Like for this and the YWA challenge, the first video, me and the chat, I just created a guy with the chat making the choices on how he looked, how he wrestled, his moveset and everything. That was kind of it was a community thing. So yeah, I like this guy too. I also put him and the other guy we did, Rico Foreman, in the Fire Pro game in YWA for stuff. Yeah, it doesn't take too much effort. Like, the games are different enough where, like, you can afford to, like, not go super sane between the two and still be okay. Especially with moveset, because movesets can, because, man, Fire Pro spoiled me because a lot of wrestling games I go through moveset like, wow, this feels little. And Fire Pro is like, and it's not, but Fire Pro just, like, spoiled me with available moves.
And he's just having his way in this match. Yeah, he's showing no signs of ending this assault. Fighting back with a counter.
The U-turn he needed in this match could have been right there. Forearm smash!
Look at this, going right after the left arm. Gotta hurt.
Yeah, but this game's good with that, though. This game does have a lot of moves, though. Like, old school ones, they could feel on the small side, like Smack, Here Comes the Pain and that. Yeah, I will say, though, I kind of wish the names varied a little bit, because calling just each DDT, like, a specific, like, oh, DDT number 3, I'd rather have it be called, like, Falling DDT, or, like, Super. And I also think they could do a better job, like, organizing, like, the moves as well. I kind of feel like they could get a little bit more specific with stuff.
Punch right in the head.
Shit.
This is it. 1, 2. Yeah, no, he doesn't get the 3.
Somehow, some way, he is still in this. Setting up.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, shit. I don't think I'm gonna do it. Oh, I couldn't do it.
The victory tonight.
Ron gets a win on me. This is the first time I lost in any of the challenges, but like I said, the WCW challenges, it's a lot more challenging.
Uh-oh, we got trouble. Where is he? And he's looking for him in the entrance.
Oh, fucking Bam Bam. Frickin' dick.
A sneak attack, an ambush from behind.
Streak is over.
This is horrible.
I'm okay with it, though, to be honest, because once you have your first loss, then it means it's possible, which means that there's a challenge, and it makes things more legit. If you just cruise through everything, it lessens it a little bit. So, and I kind of expect to lose more in this one than the YWA one, because like I said earlier, the default guys in YWA has 75 overall, and this one, it varies a lot, because all the downloads, all the creations in this I downloaded, as opposed to made myself. That's a good question. I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
And you can just sense it in the air. This is going to be a special night, full of incredible moments. Yeah, Cole, I'm getting that feeling too, and by the looks of it, so is the WWE
Mexico City,
Universe.
Mexico.
They're up.
Another great wrestling game I streamed a while back that I wish I've done more with, but really haven't, is Action Arcade Wrestling. That game is a good sandbox game and with great arcadey like gameplay. It's really good, but I haven't got a chance to really get into it as much as I wanted to, just because of time. Oh, Triple Threat with Rick Rude. Just Rick Rude. I'm surprised it's not Bam Bam, but that's the thing. Like this in this universe, in this year's universe mode, like they allow you to have a little bit more control with rivalry stuff, but like I said, since we're doing the Superstar thing, I kind of laid away from that because I kind of want to see what the computer would do on default. To be honest. Yeah, it's just like the control option, but yeah, it does. Yeah. It's just the placement. Because another cool thing about this game, too, is that it allows you to, on your creations, you could upload, like, a picture of the guy of your guy you created. So you could have this, for example, like, and it looks like he's actually from the game, even though he's not. You could also do that with like fresh creations. Like I could take a picture of myself and use it to represent my guy in this.
And his opponents first.
Yeah, let's see Rick Rude's entrance. I don't think we've seen that before.
And representing the Dangerous Alliance from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing in at 263 pounds.
Hi Eli, how you doing?
The WWE Universe more
yeah, I should really change that.
This is gonna be good.
Make it like actual Rick Rude and not just Rick 4 stars. That's good. And that's the other thing too, for owning so much shit, they kind of keep a lot away from the video games. I thought it might have been too, but there's other created models of Rick Rude that have his full name. That'd be interesting to see, Eli. I always love like using games to reimagine stuff like that. Great ways to explore what if. This is gonna be tricky. I believe the triple multi-man matches don't count for your record, so win or lose, I think I'll be okay. Although I will say, the last time I lost one, I wasn't pinned or doing any pinning, so that could be a difference there.
Trying to get this done fast, looking to avoid going into
deep
waters. In a matchup like this, Corey, what is something the competitors need to remember?
Well, a major difference in a triple threat is that you can lose a match without being part of the decision. Victory can be stolen from your hands in an instant.
Exactly.
That's why in this match, a competitor must be cunning, calculated, and move with silent speed. Jarring impact. Oh, attacked in the midsection.
There's the takedown.
Oh, that kick.
Able to evade.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. He's looking a little off balance. Double the opponents means double the danger. He better not play it.
And he said, "You're not getting me with that this time."
He's turning the tables. Oh, that's going to sting your back. Oh, setting him up for the... Oh, a shin breaker. Going to be hard to walk.
Guy countered me.
Each superstar trying to stay a step ahead.
Clearinghouse, exactly.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, my. Back suplex. Clothesline. Climbing up top. He's got big plans. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Oh, your mother.
Slips out of the way there. What reflexes?
Like, also, kind of like Fire Pro 2, like, triple threat matches typically get high ratings too, although ironically, not like a full guarantee like Fire Pro, though.
Into the ring again. He foiled that attempt.
He's getting a huge boost right now from all those chants and cheers. Big time power slam.
This match is brutality.
Interesting, Eli.
Yeah, triple threat matches are no cakewalk, and they're showing us why right now. The pain and punishment, it really builds in these type of matches.
What a sidewalk slam.
Stirring back to his feet, but he might not know.
Got a good opportunity here.
Oh, here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming. Ref, get ready to raise his hand.
Oh, he kicked out. Shit. I had it lined up perfectly.
He just kicked out, and I'll tell you what, I don't really think he knows either. I can't tell if it's anger in the eyes at the fact that he hasn't finished this, or if it's disbelief that his opponent is still in this. And finds a counter.
Look at this display of power.
Look at him. Pride and poise personified. Big boots. Incredible. He can't take any more of this.
This is a very dangerous situation now.
He's returning fire. Short clothesline hits its mark. Abdominal stretch. It's locked in.
This is a great way to wear down your opponent.
He's in complete control. Opponent has nowhere to go. He breaks the hold.
Look at him totally vibing with the WWE Universe right now. Oh, man. German suplex with the release.
Bang it back with their own count. Here we go.
I know it's probably gonna get bunched out, but I needed to try some. Needed to wear him down a little bit.
Just turn that around. You have to imagine we're hitting the late stages of this matchup. Who's going to dig deeper at this point?
It might just take that extra push, that extra inch further to create the difference.
Can't prepare your face for that.
Actually, he was gonna roll out and I stopped it. Oh, he countered my signature move. Shit.
Shifts it back onto him.
Shit. He hits me with a DDT. Shit.
Shoulder shoots up before two.
Unbelievable display of will in the late stages of this matchup.
He may get the 3 count right here. This is it. Oh, and he kicked out at 2.
And we crossed the 4 mark.
Perhaps thinking about what to do next here.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus.
There are no words for the ride these fans have gone through in this match.
This has been a roller coaster, and I don't think the ups and downs are over yet. What a counter.
Yeah.
To get out of harm there. He's reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best.
Up on the turnbuckle now.
Military press. Ooh. Going for the home run.
Oh, sweet. Oh, fuck. Rude Awakening. Shit.
Take advantage of this. Is it enough? The cover.
Oh, yes.
Incredible to think after everything we've witnessed, we are still at a stalemate. And you got to think that all the play. Here we go.
Can I pin him fast enough before he gets back in the ring?
Thanks for coming.
Oh, shit. Rope break. Fuck.
Shot once more.
Devastating kick.
Look at this display of power. Overhead, belly to belly.
And he goes into the ring. Clothesline. Pulled right back in. Side slam. Ooh. You can't take much more of this. And he has just taken an extraordinary amount of abuse. Alley-oop. And now he's controlling the pace of this one. Yeah, he's fulfilling his game plan to the T. Sidewalk slam. Almost drove him through the ring. Here we go. Suplex. Thanks for coming. One more time, throwing the heavy artillery.
Oh, he kicked out. Shit.
Over, almost a 3 count.
Yeah, talk about a... Oh, this could be something. Snap power slam.
Night, night. Cover. 1, 2. Kicks out.
Are we sure that wasn't 3? Just about as close as you can get.
It is unreal that this...
Shit, he hits me with a spine buster.
maneuver that
Fuck.
would end most matches. Oh, the power, the strength.
He hit me. He hit him with the Dominator. Shit, get up. Get up, Atlas. Get up. Oh, fucking Ron. Fuck.
The triple threat match.
Here is your winner.
Well, it wouldn't be a rivalry unless there was some battle back, I guess. But, oh, that's... Ugh.
Against 2 very capable, very prepared competitors. A win like this sends a message. Send 2 superstars. Send 3. Send 4. Heck, send a whole army. It's only going to be an uphill battle for the competition.
We're getting close to the pay-per-view event here. We should be for this month. It'd be interesting to see what we get with here. Yeah, I love racing games, actually. I really do. Like, I love them because there's pick up and play. There could be strategy in them, but it's not necessarily. And you get some great visual stuff, too.
Social media has been buzzing all day with notifications about the big matchups that are set for tonight. I cannot wait
New York
for this
City.
event.
Ooh, man. I haven't really played Gran Turismo or their Xbox equivalent. Like I forgot what it was called. But both I would love to review at some point. Looks like we're finally gonna fight against Cactus Jack here. Yeah, I've always had. I like cars. I like the looks of cars, but the technical elements of cars doesn't grab me. But I love the look of cars for sure. Forza, that's what it is. Yeah, I haven't played Forza or Gran Turismo. I need to review them though. There's a great indie racing game that I love that I wish I played a lot more of, but I haven't. I forgot the name of it, but it's super. But it's known for allowing you to create the craziest like racetracks ever. Yeah, because I know they did two different ones. Like Forza, I know they did two different versions. Kinda. I forgot the name of it. Oh, I think it's TurboTrax or something like that. Trackmania, yes, that's what it is. Trackmania.
Making his way to the ring from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in.
Let's see Cactus Jack. I don't think we saw him yet.
Cactus Jack is back. And his opponent from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack.
Think about the history of Cactus Jacks, whose origins date back to both.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like that game. I definitely want to do more with racing. Like one of probably my favorite racing game though by far so far that I've played is the Burnout game, specifically Burnout Takedown. I played so much of that game. Even when I played so much and locked so much, like something happened, the information got accidentally deleted. And I don't even mind because I play that game so much. I don't even mind starting over. I haven't played Burnout Revenge yet. I've only done Takedown. I played and reviewed Burnout Takedown and Burnout Paradise on Xbox One. Of course, Burnout is for me is one of those games that while it's available on like all consoles, I prefer playing it on Xbox because it just feels right. Like that's just for me. There's just some games that even though they're available everywhere just feel right on certain consoles as opposed to others. Oh, correction, I also played the Burnout, the PSP Burnout game. I reviewed that on the channel as well, but I forgot the name of it.
Cactus on the receiving end.
Military press.
Ooh. And Cactus Jack is looking a little less. You doing here, Corey?
What I do is I have. There's a special cord you can get where you could play your PSP on your TV through like a cord that connects it through the AV stuff, and I just record it through my phone like I do the consoles, and I just do it from there. Now, granted, there are some games that struggle with that. Like the Burnout game I played, I struggled getting that going on the screen for PSP. So there might be some games that may not quite work with that, but there's a lot of options you can do to get PSP to play on the big screen, other than what I do.
Great counter, impressive ring IQ on display there.
Yeah, I got the version 2 or 3000, I forgot. I didn't get the first version because of that. Because I couldn't do that. Although there's a lot of guys that prefer the first one because it's a lot easier to mod as opposed to the later ones, but I don't really need to mod shit like that.
Series of strikes to the back.
It does. It does. 2 and 3 do. Get up. Come on.
Still in it with a quick kick out.
Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it.
Able to counter.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring.
What's he preparing for? Great display of strength with the suplex.
Jack keeps him away.
With the lariat.
Looking wobbly in the corner.
I want to finish him off with that superplex.
Up on the top rope. Hazardous part of town for these two competitors. This could go south in a hurry. Here we go. Superplex. Serious jeopardy for Cactus.
The cover. 1, 2. Amazing. He's in total disbelief. That did not finish the job.
Everyone watching this is in total disbelief right now. Throwing everything in the kitchen sink in there, but to no avail. In control here with a swinging neck breaker. Textbook. He's feeling the effects of that last hit. First up top.
Shit.
Knee drop. Oh, Jack caught by the counter.
And a nice takedown.
Yeah, this might lead to a rope break.
Thanks for coming. 1, 2.
There we go.
That'll do it. It's finally over with the win.
Yeah, I love the PSP. I have the PSP and the Vita, and I love the Vita, but man, it is tough to get games for it.
Victory here tonight.
Yeah, hard-fought match.
You know, there's just not a lot of diverse games for that system, unfortunately. The PSP, though, has a treasure trove of titles there.
Well, this isn't cool either.
Yeah, that makes sense, too. Oh, look at Bam Bam, freaking ass. Oh.
Oh, man, what a blow to the face. That is a message.
Yeah. All right, let's see. All right. Oh, wow, that's quite a spread there, Eli.
The wait is finally over, and we are set for action. All signs point to this being one to remember.
Yeah, there's a lot of tension in the air backstage. We've got a real powder keg on our hands.
Well, I, for one, am eager to watch the fireworks, so let's light the fuse and brace for impact.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, they're having me and Atlas and Ron team up against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Interesting. 20 years. Oh God, that makes me feel old. Yeah, this game does that a lot. Like, there's a weird thing with it. With that. Maybe if there was some cutscenes explaining shit like this, it would make sense. But to just jump from match to match without really any, like, text or anything, it does kind of make things odder. Yeah, it was. Man, I remember when I had iPods and MP3s and all that. It's crazy to think how much... It's back in the day, it felt like music was a treat and a treasure, and now it's just treated like a garnish. Like it's barely anything anymore because it's legit just everywhere for easy access. That's kind of a price you pay for having stuff for free like that. It becomes it could become worthless a little bit. Although I'm not saying I'm not against shit like that being easily accessible, like quite the opposite, but it is something you kind of have to keep in mind. Yes, exactly. Even the radio I kind of like because you don't know what you're going to get.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, weighing in at 270 pounds, the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Big Hand.
Now this is a superstar who can breathe new life into this crowd.
They were already alive, Cole. I don't know how this superstar is going to do anything to change that into being more alive.
Yeah, Corey. But
yeah, and that's kind of thing too. Like, I like things being easy, but now it just feels like everything just thrown together. Like, there's not really a lot of thought anymore. Like albums, are they even still a thing anymore? Albums, they kind of are, but not like really. UMD movies, yeah. And here's the thing, though, like, it's easy to mock the UMD movies, but here's the thing, though. If you don't have any, like, a lot of power or internet and you're kind of stranded, and you're just carrying your PSP with you, that UMD movie looks pretty appetizing. I mean, you can watch shit on YouTube on your phone, but like I said, there's a lot of what ifs to consider.
Weighing in at 275 pounds, the Superstar.
Yeah, and it doesn't really help that a lot of pop guys have like 500 special guests in all their songs to the point where you're like, where you question whether they actually wrote the song or not. Like, it's so many you almost wonder who's the special guest again and who's the actual guy this is supposed to be. Yeah. Oh, I really wanted. That reminds me, I really want to review the SmackDown Raw games on PSP. For sure.
The standards for tag team action just keep getting higher and higher around here.
Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye. Oh, Jack caught by the counter.
It's been a while since we've done a tag match, too.
Right to the back of the neck.
And again.
Enough.
That's just a beat down.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him up.
Powerless position to be in right now.
Ah, I didn't get it in time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Fire Pro, that's the thing with Fire Pro, like, this game tries to make the hot tag a thing, but Fire Pro, you don't really do hot tags, really, in Fire Pro. Which, I mean, you still have great matches, but it is an element that isn't there, although I will say I don't know if hot tags are really a thing in Japanese wrestling. I'm gonna tag in Ron.
He's in off the tag.
Alright, yeah, I'm not controlling Ron.
Side slam. Nice.
Ooh, man, that's quite a lineup there.
Oh, man, right to the arm. Hyperextend your elbow.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, too, like even the creators of Fire Pro, they said that there's like a very, very good chance that there will never be a Fire Pro game again, because the studio that owns Fire Pro has, like, absolutely zero interest in doing anything with it. They had to fight to get the Fire Pro Wrestling World going, because the studio was perfectly content with no more Fire Pro after returns. So the fact that they were able to do as much as they did is kind of a miracle a little bit.
Yeah, Cactus's defensive instincts need to kick in.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He decides. Jeez.
He's getting pushed out of the defensive. Now
Yeah, exactly. I have to see what happens. I mean, you never know. If they ever do release a new Fire Pro Wrestling World, it'd probably be the best wrestling game ever after if the creators take a look at all the mods and everything and make them put them in game. Shit, he knocked me out. Haha, it didn't matter, I distracted him enough. That was quick. Yeah, it was 4, cause Returns and before, I believe, was made by, like, Spike. And then after Spike with World, it was Sunsoft. I think that, or I don't remember my information quite right with that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because they only made 4 for America. They made 2 for the Game Boy Advance, Returns for PS2 and World. Like, all the other installments were Japanese exclusives. Yeah, exactly. That's correct, yes. Alright, now we're at the pay-per-view here. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, probably so. It was a default thing from like this game, like for like intros and stuff. I'm not quite sure if it is. I don't think it would be specifically be from that movie, because I feel like there'd be a lot of copyright there with that. I think it could have been. I think that, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen the SpongeBob movie. I think it is. I forgot what I forgot what this is. It's probably Bash at the Beach. Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely.
Sold out and fired up crowd. The WWE Universe is in fine form here tonight.
They know they're about to witness something special.
Dayton, Ohio. What a great place to do Bash at the Beach than fucking Ohio. You could fight on stage. You can, for sure. World. Oh, Bam Bam and me. I'm surprised, Ron Simmons, but I'll take it. It's been built up well. I'm surprised for the 4th match, though. What's in the main event? Oh my god, the television championship is in the main event? That's funny. Rigo and Scorpio. That is funny. Like I said, like, I almost feel like the game kind of wants you to, like, jump between Classic and Superstar, because all the edit shit for everything that you can do in Superstar is in Classic mode. So I think we're gonna launch this 2K22. Yeah, I mean, man, it's certainly interesting. I will say, if I could take the in-depthness of arena creation, belt creation, and match creation and put it in Fire Pro, that would make a huge difference there. But here's the thing, though. I don't mind some elements being less, only because there's only so much time in a day, and I kind of like being forced to deal with some limitations, because it kind of speed things along a little bit. Yeah, I remember that, because after that movie, all the original writers left after that movie. But yeah, they wanted to keep doing it. And who could blame Nickelodeon? It was like a cajillion seller.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Things are about to get good.
We'll let these entrances play. Yeah.
This is it, guys. The title is up for grabs here.
And this might be the most highly anticipated title defense in recent memory.
Yeah, and here's the thing, though. I did watch a little bit of SpongeBob after the movie. It definitely was a little bit different, but I don't think it was a bad. I don't think it really flirted with that until later on. But, I mean, it held up. It held up, I guess, because it still kept going, but... Oh yeah, definitely. There has to be, for sure. Like I said, like if I could take the belt editing, the match creation, and all that, and put it into like Fire Pro, that'd be great. But here, I think the reason why the matches are the way they are is because, again, like the creators of that game based it on Japanese wrestling, and there's just a lot of the American wrestling stuff that, like Royal Rumbles and stuff that we're used to, are just not like there in Japan. But again, like if the creators look at the modding community and see some stuff and what's popular, you know, they may take that in consideration and may add stuff like that. Because I understand that having a Royal Rumble option for matches, I kind of get that, because it is a strictly American thing. Yeah, I mean, I can't see why Royal Rumble couldn't, but I get it. But
introducing the challenger.
But stuff like Iron Man type and all that, there's some stuff that I think they could have added in that game that they didn't. And who knows, maybe if they're allowed to continue developing for the game, they probably would have added that stuff at some point. But their time was probably cut short.
Introducing the champion.
Yeah, TLC stuff. I don't know how popular TLC matches were in Japan, especially when the game was made around 2017, 2018, so I'm not sure if you can do that. Yeah, 8, exactly, yeah. Yeah, Falls Anywhere, yeah. But again, like, limitations in the game. And I think another thing, too, that is easy to forget is match evaluation. I think they also wanted to be sure that, because when they make the matches, they have to create CPU audiences for match evaluation, and that takes a lot of work. So I think the reason why we never saw Iron Man or TLC or anything, because they didn't really get a chance to develop how the audience would react to matches like that in all those specific arenas. And that's a big thing too, if that was a thing as well.
WCW branded title is a big deal.
Well, they called it where the big boys play.
Now I could lose this match if I lost against Ron Simmons. I could lose against Bam Bam, but we'll have to see. I don't.
That movie star and the writer won the title. Otherwise, it's pretty much been the best of the best.
I think Eli's right. I mean, All Grown Up started, I think, around that time. I think that series was meant to kind of replace Rugrats.
Oh, jarring back elbow.
They did do a recent, like, reboot.
Set to the outside. Not done yet.
Oh, look at this.
Picking up speed.
Yeah, it does, but it treats each fall like a separate match. So the first fall takes like a lot of time, and then falls 2 and 3 happen super quick. So it's kind of like having 3 matches in succession more than anything. But it carries over the stamina and stuff. So it does, but it could have been done better in my opinion.
I've been waiting to see that.
I mean, I'll use it if people want to see it in their matches in TWN or YWA, but I can't guarantee that it'll guarantee a successful match style. 2 out of 3? Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
You eventually meet the pavement.
I just can't guarantee the match evaluation will be high. Yeah, that really 91 to 2006. That's a lot longer than I remember. Wow. And I grew up with that show too.
Well scattered reversal there. Caught with a clothesline.
Oh, man, just punishing. Nice sharp backhand.
I'm gonna try to superplex him.
What a suplex. Strong kick. My goodness.
Shit, wrong way.
Things are
Oh well,
risky.
it is what it is.
This will not end well.
Back suplex.
03 to 08. Oh wow, okay. So they kind of coincided with each other a little
The
bit.
universe is pouring more fuel on his fire right now.
You know, for a spin-off show like Own Grown Up, I think 5 seasons is pretty reasonable because it was definitely a different style of like, because it wasn't like episodes of the week shit. I mean, it was, but there. I think if I remember correctly, there was a sense of like progression over time. Like there was a sense of like drama and a plot. Because with Rugrats, everything was kind of like on the light side, but with All Grown Up, I think like the kids had to deal with some teenage adult-like stuff a little bit, if I remember correctly.
Being carried around with ease. Right across the larynx.
Yeah, I remember. That was funny. Oh, shit.
That'll bust up your insides. Up the turnbuckles. What's he gonna do?
Oh, I reversed his finisher. Nice. Oh, he countered back on mine.
And he's able to counter.
Military press.
New champion.
Stu Pickles aren't exactly.
And a strong kick out at 1.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match?
Short jab. Just raining down those shots to the back of the neck. Clubbing blows. Oh, drop. Headed to the top rope.
Shit.
Driven down. And he's completely...
I don't remember. I didn't watch that show a super ton. So I don't have a lot memorized of it for the most part.
Set up for a second time. Vicious right forearm. Ouch. Nice sharp backhand. Here we go. Suplex. champ.
I don't remember what.
Sidewalk slam! Almost drove him through the ring. Here we go! Suplex!
Okay.
The champ has his one in hand now. There's two! That's it! The champ stays the champ.
That's good.
Here is your winner, and still WCW.
Yeah, that was a close one. Bayman could have took it from me.
Big Hand.
Yeah.
That was an impressive match all around.
And here is our winner.
Yep, that's what we call a good day at the office.
See the rest of these. Bronson must be Lex. Warriors win. Austin retains the belt. Two Code wins the television title. Yeah. I think I thought they won. I must have misread it. Game is broken. Oh. Really, the only thing we could do really is create a tag team with this. Although we could, create a match is kind of a misnomer. We don't create a match, we pick a match. Which, and fighting a championship match just means we defend a title. Yeah, and it doesn't have you go for like, that's the thing too, and this is something I'll probably do for the NWA TNA thing when I do it. Is that if you're not in a belt division, I think you just go for the main one on default. So I think if we want to work our way up, we got to start with a belt division. So that's kind of something that I have to kind of keep in mind. So, man, I think we could do a tag team, but that takes a minute because of details and stuff. I kind of want to save that for maybe like maybe more during a stream as opposed to later in the stream. So I think I'll just request a match for shits and giggles. Let's make it interesting. Let's do Royal Rumble style, but we'll do a 10-man. Yeah, it is funny. But yeah, we're gonna conclude it for this one. Next one will be July. The next time we do this will probably be the YWA challenge. I do plan on streaming again tonight. Original plan will be CEW doing a pay-per-view for TWN, but if Beast Slayer has to delay it, then I'll probably just do a TWN show that's been booked already. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, outside of that, that's going to do it for this stream here. No problem, Gray Man. That's going to do it for this one. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. In case you want to chat with anyone at the Campy Company, you don't want to use the YouTube comment section, we do have a couple options. First one is we have a Discord channel. You can find a link to that on the About page / About section of our channel. We also have a community tab in our channel as well. You can access that anywhere at any time. We also have a Patreon page on our channel as well. And the main goal of the page is to raise money for the channel, to give the channel a bigger budget to do more ambitious things, and also start making merchandise for the channel as well. And the merchandise itself will be geared toward aspects of the channel that you guys enjoy. So any support we get for that is much appreciated. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like the videos, and have a good day.